Hey guys, Trent here, coming at you with another video. Today, gonna get some sales processed, and then maybe today we're gonna go out and do some sourcing because I have a medical appointment today, so I'm not gonna do my corporate America job. So we'll see what we can find. If you're new to my channel, welcome in. I'm a part-time reseller selling on eBay, and I have a lot of fun doing it, and I take you along for the journey. So hit that subscribe button for more great videos. Alright, got some sales today. First one's this silly little McDonald's toy. I think it's from The Wizard of Oz. Sold for $4.99 on auction. I was just playing around, experimenting with toys, and so we'll ship this out. Just gonna fold it up in this padded eBay provided mailer. Actually, I shouldn't say eBay provided. They provided me with a store subscription coupon that I paid for because I pay for a store subscription. But I don't have to really weigh this. It's going to be under 4 ounces, but not even 2 ounces. So whenever the postal rates are still to where if it's 4 ounces or less, the price doesn't change. So stuff like that, you know, it's less than 4 ounces. You don't even have to bother weighing it. Okay, sold one of my remotes. This is a JVC I guess audio remote, RMSX254U remote control. Sold for a total price with shipping of $7.97. Okay, there it be. Don't have to weigh that one either. I know it's under 4 ounces. Then I sold the Phantom of the Opera disc I got. It's been a few pickups ago, but you saw me pick it up from the, where was that? Just a regular thrift store. Total price on this with shipping was $13.36, so not bad. It's going to be a nice first class. This is a pretty nice DVD set, so I will put it in a padded as well. That one's going to be an 8 ouncer because it comes a little over 7 ounces. Finally today I sold this ResMed. This is for, ResMed is a company that makes CPAP machines. They're respirator machines that a lot of people need and use. And there's all different kinds of models of the respirators for ResMed, and I'll always find these carry bags a lot of times in thrift stores, and they're usually only $1 or $2, and they'll usually sell from 20 to 25 bucks, and they're almost always like in pretty much brand new condition, and if not in brand new condition. So this is another one that I found. So yeah, just remember that ResMed. This is something you can actually sell. You can't sell the respirators themselves on eBay, but they hardly ever have that with it, so you don't even have to bother with that. But this sold for a total of $20.12. I'm just going to throw it in a large mailer. Oh yeah, and I forgot I owed you some information on what kind of poly mailers I buy. The biggest ones I buy, these are 19 by 24s, and 100 of them cost me about $21 on eBay. So in my opinion, that's... For selling most stuff, this is the biggest one you need, and this is really good because you can use it. It's big enough to wrap a lot of boxes with, so I really like it. And in this case, it's going to be nice for this bag. In my opinion, doesn't need any protection. It's just a bag. It's going to be fine in it, so we'll wrap it up in that. All right, got it wrapped up, and it comes in under 2 pounds, but over 1 pound, so we got to ship it as a 2-pounder. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so there's a lot of drama going on right now about eBay promoted listings change. Rockstar Flipper did a live video in regards to some other YouTuber. I think it's the Auction Professor. The Flipper was saying that, you know, this other guy's putting out a sky is falling kind of video, and he shouldn't do that. What that guy was investigating and warning people about was that ad blocker will block in some cases, I guess, depending on what type of ad blocker it is and maybe some other circumstances. It is possible that ad blocker will block some of the promoted listings. So far, evidence-wise, we've seen some examples where the ads did get blocked, where they could prove that it did, and we've seen some where they weren't getting blocked. So it's one of those things where the Rockstar Flipper was like, hey, quit jumping the gun and scaring everybody, right? And I agree with that. I certainly do. You just gotta wait and see how it's affecting your business, you know. For me personally, I'm still, as of when all this drama happened and still today, well, let me talk about the sales yesterday. Yesterday, I still had a mixture of promoted listings and non-promoted listings selling. The thing is, I have every single listing that's buy it now in my store. with a promoted percentage to it. I have the trending rate on every single item in my store. So even though I have it that way, there's a nice mix of items that sell with the promoted rate on them and some that sell without the promoted rate on them. So that leads me into what another YouTuber, YouTubers, the Rally Roots made a video. I think they called it, by the time I'm filming this and releasing this, it would have been 2 days ago actually, that all this happened. The video was called eBay needs to, alright, let's see, eBay, we have a serious problem, or something like that. eBay needs to fix this, or I forgot exactly, but it's what they were, it seemed that they were just discovering for the first time that what eBay's changes were going to be. So in case you don't know, for the seller update, they announced that the promoted listings were no longer going to work the same way that they were before. Whenever you opted in for a promoted listing, even if you selected the minimum percentage of 1%, what it did was you had your regular listing like normal, and then 1% of the time, I guess is the best way I would describe it, if you opted into 1%, you would also have a sponsored listing shown. So that's where people coined the term that basically by opting into promoted listings, you get duplicate listings, right? Because there will be times where you will be able to see your item twice, one in the sponsored and one as your regular non-sponsored listing. eBay announced a few weeks back in their seller update that they were going to change that because they didn't want so many duplicate listings on their platform. So the way it's supposed to work now is, what they stated was there will be only one listing shown it for a particular listing if you select promoted listings on your item, right? So I guess the best way to describe it for an example would be if you put that 1% on your listing, 1% of the time it would actually come up as a sponsored listing is what I don't know for a fact that that's how they calculate it. I'm just saying it. I'm assuming it's on some kind of clock, rotating clock of, that's how they determine how they're going to fulfill your 1% that you're going to pay for. So then that would mean the other 99% of the time it would be your regular non-sponsored listing, right? But you won't ever see both of them at the same time. So Rally Roots apparently must have misinterpreted the seller update or just reading it. I actually dropped the seller update in their comment section. You can go and look at that video. I have a pretty big back and forth with Rally Roots in regards to this topic. A pretty good discussion on it because, I mean, eBay let us know about this a few weeks ago. So it seemed like they were just discovering it for the first time. And so they called up eBay, and I felt that in the video, the eBay representative kind of misspoke whenever he was speaking to, I believe his name is Ryan Roots, about the topic. He asked, well, if I select promoted listings, is that all the customer is going to see, basically? And at first the customer rep said yes. Then later, the other Rally Roots, I think Allison is the name, she basically asked bottom line, if we select promoted listings, does that mean that's the only thing the customer is ever going to see? The customer service rep sort of answered it correctly and said, no, it's based on best search match and all this stuff. So basically, these people are not wrong for being concerned, I would say that. But it's not, I don't think, it's not something that you need to panic. I noticed in the Rally Roots video that in the comments section, everybody's like, oh, I took all my promoted listings off. Oh, I'm going to take all my promoted listings off. Oh, I just put on all promoted listings, so I got to go take them off now. This sucks. It's like these people that have 100,000 subscribers need to be a little bit more careful with the way that they make a video, in my opinion, because they're just like, they have no idea what they're talking about, and it's not because it's them necessarily, it's that nobody does, it's just being rolled out, and we got to see what's going to happen. We got to let it play out, I messaged him and said that I'm still, the day that we're all worried about this, that the sky's falling, I had 4 sales and half of them were promoted and half of them were non-promoted, so I don't see any difference. Obviously, I understand that it sucks. We're not going to get duplicate listings. That is kind of neat. That was a good feature. But I could see why eBay doesn't want the whole search flooded with a bunch of duplicate listings as well. So in my opinion, we got to wait and see what's going to happen. But it doesn't seem like people are doing that. They're making videos and people are changing their whole store, their whole business model based on these videos where people seemed uneducated in the first place and didn't even realize that the change was taking effect whenever it was in the seller update. Anyways, I'll keep you posted on how my promoted listings, I haven't changed anything. I've kept my promoted listings all promoted at the trending rate. That's how I had it for a few months now. Anytime I list an item on Buy It Now, I just put the trending rate promotion, and I figure it's fine. I'll sacrifice a few, whatever, 6%, 5%, whatever that trending rate is, profit to either sell the item faster or not, because I still make regular sales without the promotion as well. So it's working pretty good for me. All right, so ended up going out, had to go farther north from where I live in San Diego up to a place called Oceanside to do some medical stuff, but checked out some thrift stores for the first time over there and found some pretty interesting stuff. All right, so I went into one Goodwill and there was a bunch of new Imagine X toys they had put out in bins. So there's this T-Rex from I think it's 2004. It was $4.99. This guy is like around a $20 plus toy. It's pretty nice. Need to check the battery function of it, but other than that, it's pretty clean and everything. But this guy was also there, and there was no price on it. This thing is really cool. This is a Dragon pirate ship, Imagine X. I think this is kind of I guess you could say uncommon. It looks like it sells for pretty expensive, like maybe $50 or something like that. And these fins, when you roll it, these fins wave back and wave around. And these are retractable sails. It's pretty sweet. There was no price on it, so I asked the lady and she went in and put a price of $3.99 on it. So not bad. And it's really cool. So I went to a Goodwill and a couple Goodwills and a couple other regular thrift stores, and one of them was I got these Blu-rays in combination from both places. These are just for my own collection. That's the cool thing about thrifting, of course, is you can build up your media collection if you want to. And Blu-rays, I mean, look at the prices on these things whenever they're new. $30, geez. So this one was only 99 cents, the Crazies, and these are just like, look like they just had the shrink wrap taken off of them. That's about it. Got Rango. Look at that. Original retail price $30 at Best Buy. This one's crazy. Ice Age Continental Drift 3D. Original price $34.99. These ones were Goodwill ones, and these were $2.99. And the Dark Knight. So added 4 nice Blu-rays to my collection. Found one blaster today at that same thrift store that I got the 99-cent Blu-ray. This is a Nerf Nitron. This one takes batteries. This is a bigger blaster. This is the Vortex series that shoots discs instead of darts. But it had the magazine. Got to check the battery compartment and see if it's clean and everything. But if this one works good, it should be a pretty good one. By the way, it was only $2.99, so a pretty good one. Then I got these shoes today at the other thrift store that wasn't Goodwill. Price on them was $15. Oh, by the way, I got a 20% discount on everything from this thrift store. So paid about what, $12 for these Merrells that are like pretty much brand new looking. The soles on these are really nice. These are men's 10.5s, I think. I think these are not the most high-end Merrells. They're maybe $50, $60 ones. So for $12, I think hopefully I'm in a minimum of $40 of a sale. So we'll see. Then at one of the Goodwills, I got these fins. These are Mars Plana Avanti Quattro ABS. These are size XL. Oh, they were $5.99. And at the Goodwill, I got 10% discount. Extra large, made in Italy. Looks like these could be some pretty high-end fins. They're a little bit dinged up, but I'm hoping these are like a $40 sale as well. And I found one remote for $1.99. It was at the 20% off thrift store. This is brand new, still in the bag. It's a Sony CD remote, RMDC 355. It's not the most expensive remote, but since it was new with bag, I went ahead and grabbed it. Okay, so then the thrift store that I was talking about that I got 20% off and I got the 99-cent Blu-ray had some pretty good video games. It seems like people, I don't know if they just started putting this stuff out or if people don't search for video games there, because these like titles like this I don't see very often in my normal thrift stores. They just won't be there. So these were all $2.99. Got Star Trek Legacy. Got Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion collector's edition. This is a big collector's edition that has a big booklet in it and everything. It was only $2.95. I think this is probably the best one of the ones I got today. But yeah, again, in my thrift stores, hardly ever going to see this on the shelf. Here's an original Xbox one, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. I think that might be a $15 to $20 one. I got for Xbox 360 Aliens vs Predator. I think that's around the same price-wise. And then for 60 cents, I got this vintage Prism Entertainment Wild Times VHS tape set. It used to be a Blockbuster, either sold or rented at Blockbuster. I saw this clamshell VHS set, so it's either a TV show or a movie. I guess it's a movie, or maybe a made-for-TV movie. I'm not sure, but it was in 1980, starring Sam Elliott. And this is like a thick clamshell, and it's in really nice condition. It's weird that it says VHS, but then it says beta here. I think it's actually VHS though. As far as I can tell, I think it's VHS. How do you tell that? Anyways, I'll research that later, but as far as comps on this guy, I saw one other person that has it for sale for $100. Now, I know that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but for 60 cents and the condition it's in, I'm going to pick this up and see what I can do with it, Oh well, if I don't ever sell it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, also today at Goodwill. Yeah, be on the lookout for supplies you can use. For $1.99, I got this tape dispenser because I have a couple tape dispensers, and this is one of them. And this one sucks, man. What it is that this blade, I probably just needed to realign the blade, but I just really don't like this tape dispenser. It gives me a hard time all the time, so I'm gonna try this one that looks nice and clean. Okay, so I'm gonna run a little experiment. So I bought this Hot Wheels McDonald's Happy Meal toy yesterday from McDonald's. Obviously from McDonald's. Yeah, I bought it from McDonald's. So I looked it up right now, and one of these sold for $10 basically with shipping. I pay, of course, you can go and buy the toys for like $1.79 or whatever, something like that. So I'm just gonna run a little experiment. I'm gonna try to list this up right away so it's listed, and see if I can make a profit on it. And what I think it is that the hype around whenever a new toy set comes out, people that collect it may go to their McDonald's and won't have this one, they'll have a different one. And the McDonald's only has like one of the kind of toys at a time, or at least that's how they act. So I think it can be difficult to actually get the complete set unless you go online. So just an experiment. I'm going to list it up and see if I can sell it for a profit. Well, that's going to do it for me today. Shipped out some items, went and did some thrifting at some new thrift locations. That was pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Do you guys collect Blu-rays out there like I do? Let me know. It's pretty nice, you see those retail, those Blu-rays didn't sell that long ago, freaking $30, and then you pick them up for $1 to $3. You can amass a pretty nice collection of Blu-rays. Anyways, have a good day, guys.